Hello and welcome to day six
of Vlogmas, which is really sad because that means that you've only got this one and then one more left.
That is really sad.
That is really sad, but it's been fun.
But then it's almost Christmas.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So if you're watching this on Christmas Eve, then it's exciting because Christmas is tomorrow.
Okay.
Woo.
For today's Vlogmas episode, me and Joanna will be playing Mrs. and Mrs.
Mrs. and Mrs. I was actually thinking where you were going with that there. Also, Vlogmas episode. That was very Nickelodeon.
Was it?
I think
so.
so.
Not what you'd say. Vlogmas, the vlog.
Maybe episode.
Anyway,
episode.
yeah, we will be playing Mrs. and Mrs.
Yeah, so I had this idea like last week, and I was just like thinking about like all the like fun like question sort of things we could do, and you know like a Mr. and Mrs. quiz where like they have to like go away and answer questions about each other and like try and get like the most points. That's what we're doing.
Joanna's going to explain it a little bit since you and Cami sorted it all out and set it up, and I'm kind of like you guys and I don't really know what's going on.
Right, so I've got 2 bits of paper and I don't know the questions either. I gave Cami some like rough ideas, but he like went online and like looked up like kind of questions for this sort of thing. So we've got, I don't know, I think roughly about 15 questions each. So we're going to go away into different rooms and record ourselves answering the questions and write our answers down as well. And then we're going to come back together and see who got the most like matchy questions, which would give you a point, and then the correct answers as well. So for example, if there's like a question about like what your perfect kind of horse is, then I'd say like my perfect horse is this and Claire's is this, and then we need to see if we got each other's right answers. And then if there's a question that's like who's more clumsy, Joanna or Claire, we're trying to get like the same matching answer, which is Claire.
Yeah, it is. So, are we just going to get started? Because I don't really know what else we need to explain about it. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, hopefully it should be.
I'm going to go first.
Anyway.
Off you go.
Okay.
Go away! Down the stairs, bye! I'm all alone. Ta-da! Oh dear. I've got this to lean on. It's my dressage folder. It's got like 3 tests in it. I thought that it would be good to like, you know, keep up to date with how my scores are going. They've not changed, but that's cool. Moody Mare Diaries Big Vlogmas Quiz. Thanks, Cami, for this. Right. Describe Joanna and Claire's perfect horse. Shock. Okay, so my perfect horse is really just Jade. Or like if she was a purebred Connemara. Jade, but purebred. And maybe a little bit shorter because I would like to show her. But yeah, probably I just say Jade, but pure Connemara. And I think Joanna's would be Blondie, but 14 hands. It's pretty easy. I'm going to write that down now. Okay, so I've written that down. Blondie, but 14 hands. Okay, so what is Joanna or Claire's most traumatic horsey experience? Okay, Joanna's is falling off 3 times at one show. On Casper. It was a working hunter show and she fell off 3 times at one jump and then she had to go. So yeah, that's hers, I think. Mine's is falling off in the ditch with Belle. That was traumatic and that was the final straw of, yeah, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to jump Belle. So let me go write that down. Okay, so the next one is what is Joanna or Claire's worst habit? And I don't know if this means horsey habit, so I don't know. What does it mean? Can you guys tell me? I don't know. Habit in just life? I don't know. Joanna's worst habit at top, like hands down, in just life, is that she bites her nails till they're like at like the cuticle, and it's disgusting. Like it's, sorry, maybe that's too harsh, but it is rank. And every minute I'm like, stop picking them, stop picking them, stop picking them, because she picks them like that. She goes. But I don't know if she's going to say that, but it is her worst habit, so I'm just going to write that down. Okay, so the next question is, who's more likely to get into a fight? And the answer is me, but because Joanna has caused it in the first place. That has happened to us quite a few times. Sometimes Joanna can have an attitude on her, if you didn't know already, and I've had to go and diffuse a situation a few times, so that is the answer, me, but because Joanna has caused the fight. Me... But Joanna caused it in the first place. Exclamation mark. Okay, so the next question is, who takes the longest to get ready for a night out? Answer is Joanna. Because I get ready in like 2 minutes. Unless my hair's gone crazy, because it does that sometimes. But yeah, definitely Joanna. Number 6 is, who is more likely to cry after a show? Joanna. Joanna puts a lot of pressure on herself for doing well, and she cries a lot. But I think because of the amount of failures I've had, with Belle especially, I've never actually done well competing, ever. So, until I started showing, Belle's actually done really well at that, but yeah, before that we'd never done well at anything. We never really got any rosettes. We actually didn't at all, except from a dressage competition. So yeah, Joanna puts a lot of pressure on herself, and when she doesn't do well, she'll cry. So yeah, Joanna is more likely to cry after a show, and if she says me, she's lying, because I've never cried after a show. The next one is, who has the last word in an argument, which is kind of hard because when me and Joanna argue, and we actually do argue, I think because we're like sisters, we just bicker, you know what I mean? I get angry, like I have a temper, so I'm like, and she's like this, right, okay, don't know why you're so angry. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of the attitude that she gives. So I'm not sure who would have the last word, because she goes a bit quiet and like snidey instead, and I get like more loud and annoying. So I don't know, that's a hard one. I think I'm actually going to put myself. I think I have the last word in an argument. I'm not sure if she'll say. I think she might actually say the same. I think because I'm so like I get so annoyed that I wouldn't really just like keep it on the down low. I wouldn't just be quiet about it. I think it would probably be me. Who would play Joanna or Clare in a film about their lives? I would like to say someone stunning would play me, and someone like the Grinch would play Joanna. I don't know, what do you guys think? No, we always thought of ourselves as Blair and Serena from Gossip Girl when we were younger, because I was the blonde one, tall, and she was small and brunette. So I'm going to say them. Blake Lively and... what's her name? What's her name again? Leighton Meester. Blake Lively and Leighton Meester. By the way, I've literally never been told I look like her a day in my life, because I look absolutely nothing like her, but it's just for the principle of the characters, I think. Even though we're not really like her in Gossip Girl, but we always used to like it. Question 9 is, what is Joanna and Clare most scared of? I don't think that's grammatically correct, Cameron, but yeah, we'll move. So Joanna's biggest fear is tomato ketchup, and mine is spider crabs / the sea. So yeah, that's my answers. Tomato ketchup and spider crabs. I think they're quite normal fears to have. I think a lot of people have those fears, don't you? The most irrational fears ever. When am I ever going to see a spider crab? If I pray I never see a spider crab, except from that time in Lisbon, when I'm petrified of spider crabs, okay? And they were like, Claire, come over here, there's something that you need to see in the aquarium. And I was like, I am not going over there because I just know what it is. And she was trying to convince me there was going to be a spider crab parade and everything going on. They're horrible things. They're like 6 foot in diameter. Just Google them. Oh, they give me the fear. The next question is, who is more confrontational? I know Joanna's going to say me about this, but it's definitely her. I hate confrontation. If I have to, then I will stand up for myself. But like Joanna, like she'll just say what's on her mind like all the time. So I'm definitely saying Joanna for this. She will not let something just like slide. She always just kind of like comes out with what she's got on her mind. So yeah. Which ties in quite nicely to the next question, which is, what is one thing that you do that annoys Claire or Joanna the most? So I don't know, is that saying like what is something I do that annoys Joanna? Probably. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Okay, so I'm gonna say that the thing that I do that annoys Joanna the most is like my unorganizational skills. Like I am so bad at like staying organized. I forget everything. I'd honestly be late for my own funeral. I forget that something's happening. I double book myself, and she's there to remind me all the time. She's like, do you not have this on today? Like, do you not have that on that day, Claire? And I'm like, you're right, I do. So yeah, that probably annoys her, to be honest. I wouldn't doubt that. And what is something that she does that annoys me? A lot of stuff, I won't lie. What I would change about Joanna is I wish she was a bit more like like in the moment she just goes and does stuff. Like she has to think about everything. Like we're very different in that way. Like I'm very like, someone say to me, like, do you want to do this? I'd be like, yeah, let's go right now. Do you know what I mean? Whereas she is just not like that, and I'm like, look at this horse, I'm gonna buy it. And she's like, are you insane in the membrane? So yeah, I think we're very different in that way, and that annoys me that she's not like that, but it probably annoys her that I am like that. So the next question's going back quite a while, is what was your first thought about Joanna or Clare when you first met? Well, we met in school, so I don't even remember when we first ever met, to be honest. But I do remember when she messaged me on Facebook asking if I had a horse, and I thought, what a weirdo, why is she asking me this? And I was like, yeah, I do. And what? And she was like, I want a horse, where can I get one? And I was like, we don't really work like that. And then we just became best friends after that. So I guess my first initial thought was she's kind of weird. And then I really liked her, so I'm gonna put down weird. Okay, the next question is, what would Joanna / Clare most likely end up in jail for? And I think it's kind of a hard one because I think we're both very law-abiding citizens. Joanna's a way to go into the police. So if she did end up in jail, I don't think she'd get her job. So that would be a nightmare. But other than that, I think we would end up in jail for fighting somebody that hurt our horses or dogs. If someone came and punched Herbie on a night out, Herbie, you coming? So cute. Herbie, who's that? Hiya. If someone hurt my animals, that I would end up in jail for killing them. I think Joanna's the same, to be honest. I think that's the only reason that we would really like go mental if someone like did something to hurt our animals or like our family members or something like that. But nothing else really. I don't think that we would do anything that bad that we'd end up in jail. Hopefully. You'll see me in jail next week or something and be like, oh, what have you done? You'll know it was the animals. So Joanna, I have put pig / cat. She gives me some kind of feline vibes. There's something feline about her. But also pig, because why not, you know? So I'm going to draw something. It's going to be like a pig with cat ears and a cat body and a cat tail. Oh, it's cute. This is Joanna. And that's me finished all my questions. I hope they're correct. Imagine she put pig / cat down as her answer. I would literally be shook. Okay, right. Her go.
So I've been downstairs just like making a cup of tea, chatting with Clare's nanny for the past like 20 minutes, and I've been like, we've been using my phone to vlog, so I didn't have my phone on me, and I was like, oh my god, like I want to hear these questions so much. I'm so excited for this. Right, okay, so as you'll probably know from Clare's, first question is, describe Joanna / Clare's perfect horse. Okay, this is like quite an easy one, but there's like so many different like factors that we need to put into it, which is like irritating because we like so many like different wee things. Okay, so I'm gonna go with, for mine, a 14-1 Palomino / like liver chestnutty, like something like a really like bold colour, Connie or a Welsh. And for Clare, I'm gonna go with a 15-2 Connie or Welsh, like something of like big bone, dun or liver chestnut, or a sports cob. So like a black and white cobby type, but dead sporty. Okay, so for the next one, what is Joanna / Clare's most traumatic horsey experience? Okay, so mine, I would say, is when I had my old ex-racer. I went for a hack on my own and went into a stubble field and went for a wee trot, went for a wee canter, and then she went into full-on gallop race mode. There was this big like brick wall. I just seen it like straight in the distance, like in front of me. Like I was only like 16 or 17, and I was petrified. I like can't remember still to this day whether I like jumped off or fell off, but I just like whacked myself like into a wall. Like my arm was so bruised. DR, we were about 15 minutes away from home, galloped home, and then I was found in the field and taken back, and yeah, not a good experience. And that, oh my god, the amount of fear I've had for like galloping in open spaces since. Thankfully Blondie's fixed that, but yeah, traumatic. And Clare's worst Horsey experience, I'd say, is like Jessie in general, like her old horse Jessie, but I'd say maybe like the last time that she rode Jessie, that she was like bronking and bucking and up the drive for our yard, and like there's ditches on either side, and yeah, it was petrifying. She was like bolting off with her and stuff, and then I wasn't there, but Clare phoned me after, like crying her eyes out, like, what do I do with this horse? I can't do it. Also, in terms of like Jessie in general, I'd say even just like tacking up Jessie, being in Jessie's stable, all traumatic experiences. Okay, thanks Cami for an extremely hard one, because it's not like horsey related. Like I said to do some like friendship ones, but like this is such like a wide variety question. What is Joanna / Clare's worst habit? So I don't know. I'm gonna go for me, because like it is a well-known thing that like my worst habit is probably picking my nails. Like I'm gonna hope that Clare's saying that as well, because like I do it all the time and she shouts at me for it all the time. So surely that. And then for Clare, I don't know, she's not got like any like wee irritating habits, but I'd say like her worst like trait, I'm gonna go for worst habit, is like making impulsive decisions and just like going through with something like so quickly, and like unnecessary like spending, like just like impulsively like doing stuff. I don't know, is that a habit? It's the only thing I can think of. Right, the next one. Who is more likely to get into a fight? Clare, no doubt. If she says me, then she's lying. 100% Clare. There's been so many situations when we were like younger and like in a club, and like someone would like pull my hair like walking past me or something, and Clare would be like, what are you doing, my friend? So yeah, Clare, like no doubt. Okay, so who takes the longest to get ready for a night out? You know what, in the past I would have said Clare, because she is so like OTT, like she'll like get like everything done, like everything perfect, do her nails and stuff. But nowadays I'd say probably me. Like I think I just like, I like to like spend the time and like try and make everything like nice, but like yeah. And then Clare just kind of like rapid like chucks everything on and still looks freaking perfect. So great. Yeah, me. I take longer to get ready for a night out. Okay, so who is more likely to cry after a show? It's quite a difficult one, because we're both like such nitpickers. Like we like, oh, like we stress about like all like little things and stuff. I'd say like me, I'd probably cry more after a show. I mean, it kind of just shows like at Blair, when everything didn't go my way, I just like finished my course and started crying. Like, didn't mean that like I wasn't like angry at Blondie or whatever. It's just sometimes like you get overwhelmed, like giving yourself so much pressure, and then like it goes wrong and you're like, oh my god, like why is everything went wrong? Clare would probably do the same if it was like a really like serious thing for her and like everything was going wrong. Like she definitely would. But I'd say like probably me. I'm more harsh on myself, I think, than Clare is. She'll kind of just like get on with it, probably. Right, Clare, no, not Clare, why have I said my answer already? Who has the last word in an argument? We don't argue very much, but sometimes we have some disagreements, and 100% Clare has the last word. I just can't be bothered with arguing with like people, like especially like people I love. Like I just like say like, okay, like whatever, agree to disagree, get over it, like let's continue. Whereas like Claire will be like, no, because you meant that, like you said that to me, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, whatever, calm down, like I think I'm right, you think you're right, like whatever, like. Whereas like yeah, Claire would definitely have the last word. Okay, so when I just first read that question there, who would play Joanna / Clare in a film about their life, I was like, how am I meant to decide that? Like there's so many actors and actresses, like what, like why did I just say actors as if a man would play us? That was weird. Yeah, I was like why would you pick that question? That's so random. Like how are we ever gonna get the same answer? But I've just had to think about it, right? Me and Claire both love Friends, and we always say that I'm like Monica. Like I'm so like organised and like intense and like clean freak, sort of like that kind of seems like me. And then Claire's like so Jennifer Aniston, like laid back and like like the pretty girl. And like, do you know, like I just kind of like see us as that. So I'm gonna go for Courtney Cox for me and Jennifer Aniston for Claire, and it would be so cool if she got the same as me. Like, how weird would that be? Like, there's so many actors and actresses, like, oh, that would be cool. I hope she says it. God, the sun has came out to play. Right, so the next one is, what is Joanna / Clare most scared of? Okay, so I didn't know whether we had to take this like into like a horsey like thing or not. So for Clare, I've put water trays / dish, like water trays and ditches in terms of like horsey stuff, because she is freaking petrified of all that. And if it's non-horsey, then spider crabs. No doubt she is so scared of spider crabs. We were at a aquarium once, and there was one there, and I was like, Claire, look, and she was like, ah! So yeah, she does not like them. And for me, in terms of horsey stuff, like a bucking / like explosive horse, like I just lost all my confidence with like a wild horse now. Like I just can't sit on them. Like the thought of like sitting on another horse and the thought of them like maybe like bucking and being like tense and like explosive, not for me. And if it's non-horsey, then ketchup. Smell ketchup just freaks me out. Don't ask me why, it just does. Okay, so who is more confrontational? Probably similar to the argument sort of thing. Like I would say Claire is. I don't think either of us are like particularly like confrontational. Like we'll just leave something. But I'd say that like Claire would like leave something so long until it actually like irritates her so bad that she like has to confront someone. Whereas like I'm more like silent but deadly. Like I just like, I'll be angry at something but I just won't say anything. I'll leave it. Okay, I've had to think about this one. So question 11, what is one thing that you do that annoys Joanna / Claire the most? Like, I don't know, we wouldn't be best pals if like we annoy each other that much. Like, so there's not that much, I hope. See if she's standing there like, yeah, Joanna annoys me doing this, this and this, but like this is the most annoying. I will be mad at that girl. Yeah, so I went for Claire. What annoys me the most about Claire is like probably the fact that she just says like she's petrified of everything. Like she's so dramatic. Like she's like, oh, this is my worst fear and this is my worst fear and I'm like so scared to do this. And then like she goes and does it and everything's fine. And then the next week she's like, oh, I'm still petrified of that. And you're like, you done it last week. Like, yeah, she's a little bit dramatic in that sense. And then for me, that annoys Claire the most. Oh God, it's nothing. I couldn't think of something, so I went for like not as impulsive. Like, see if Claire's like wanting to like do something, she's like, oh, like we need to like buy this horse, or like we need to like do this or do this. I'm like, oh yeah, like sounds good, but like I'm not so like impulsive and dramatic that I'm like, oh yeah, like 100% like let's do that next week. Like, I don't know, maybe that's annoying, who knows. Okay, I've moved a little bit out of the sun because that was getting a bit intense. Right, what did you first think about Joanna / Claire when you first met? So that's actually a really good question. I love that one. Thank you, Cami. So for Claire, if you've watched our friendship like story, then you'll know like how we met, and like I just like messaged Claire saying like, hi, do you have horses? Like, you want to sleep over at my house? Like, so I think with Claire, like I thought she was like dead fun, horsey, and I was like, oh, like I like this girl. I don't think the feeling was that mutual. I think Claire probably thought like I was a bit weird and like random, like why is she messaging me, like why does she want to be my friend, like I don't know this girl that well. But also like fun because like we had such like a great sleepover, like we started going to the horses like all the time together and stuff, so she probably thought like, like she's a bit weird, but like I'm glad I met her. Okay, the next one I've just thought about for so long because I just can't, like, we're not going to go to jail. Do you know what I mean? Like, what? What would Joanna and Claire most likely end up in jail for? Like, I don't know. Like, what? So I hope we get the same answers. Probably won't though. So for me, I've went with, like, stealing. Like, who doesn't love money? Maybe I'll just rob a bank one day, you know? That would make me happy, I guess, so could be that. And Claire, I went for like dangerous driving because like I don't think she's the best driver in the world. Would she end up in jail? Really hope not, but it's the only thing I can think of, so that's my answer. Okay, and last question is, if Joanna / Claire was an animal, not a horse, what would they be and why? So for Claire, like, again, like, pretty impossible question. There's a billion animals, so if we get this correct, then that'll be so cool. But I went for Claire as a lion because she's a Leo and she's, like, intense and I don't know. It's the only thing I could think of. And then for me, I've went for frog because I can do this. So that was really weird, and that's the only thing I could think of. So lion and a frog. This kind of just like sums up me and Claire. Great. We're back together again.
Hi.
Super.
Okay.
Right. Time to go through the answers and see like who gets the most points and like okay. The first one should be right. Okay, shouldn't it? It should be.
Should be, but I don't know. I think mine has changed since last time we spoke about this.
Well, we'll see. Okay. Right. Okay. So for mine, I've put for me like a 14-1 sort of Palomino, chestnutty, bold colour, Connie / Welsh.
Okay, I just put blondie but 14 hands.
That'll do. Yeah. Palomino. 14. Yeah. Okay.
So
right.
for me, give me my
you get a tick. You get a tick for that one.
Okay. Well, should we do a score chart?
Okay.
Scores.
Score chart.
Right. Okay. Joanna official. Claire. Okay, so I get a point from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So for you, what's yours?
Jade, but a full native.
Okay. I went for 15-2.
Yeah.
Connie / Dun liver chestnut.
Yeah.
Like big boned.
Yeah.
Or sports cob.
Yeah, something like that, to be fair. But like,
is that?
But I really wanted a native.
Well, Connie.
Yeah.
Done. I've not said like cross.
Okay, you can get the point.
Okay,
for
I'll
that.
get the point for that. Okay.
What is Joanna or Claire's most traumatic horsey experience?
Okay, so for mine, I put falling off DR that day.
Oh,
no!
I put falling off 3 times at a jump at Inchgoonins.
Oh no, that wasn't. That was bad, but that wasn't like traumatic. Whereas like that. Oh no.
That's
okay.
Annoying. Okay.
What have you put for you?
Falling off in the ditch.
Oh no. I put Jessie in general, like the fact that like she like brocked up the drive and stuff.
I was thinking of like a smaller experience than that.
Okay, so no points.
To be fair, they are all relevant.
They are relevant,
yeah.
but we need to like think of what we were gonna answer.
We couldn't pick 2 things.
Okay. Right, 3. What is Joanna Clare's worst habit? That was difficult.
Yeah, I don't know what mine's was, and I didn't write it down, so I don't know why.
What the hell?
I think I might have said it in the thing, but I don't. I got to like here, and I was like, oh, why have I not put my own worst habit?
Oh, well, you'll need to think about your worst habit just now. So like.
Okay, I've thought of my worst habit now.
Okay, so mine is picking my nails.
Yep.
Yay!
I put ew.
Brilliant. And I put for you like impulsive decisions / like spending money on everything. Yay! Oh my god, that's so good.
Spending too much money.
Okay, point each.
That's good, eh? Okay.
Okay, right.
Right. Who is most likely to get into a fight? I put me, but because you caused it in the first place.
Okay, don't need to get into details.
I literally did. I was like, anytime I've had to like get into a fight is because because you've been like to somebody and I've had to be like,
okay, right.
Enough, right, okay.
I put you as well.
Yeah.
So point each.
Okay. Who takes longer to get ready for a night out? You.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Doing good here.
Who's more likely to cry after a show?
You.
Me. Yeah. Woo.
Okay, we've got 5 points each.
Oh, might be a tie. Who has the last word in an argument?
Me.
You.
Yeah. Okay. Because you get all quiet and annoyed.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, who would play a
okay, right.
Life?
I was so stuck on this, and then I thought of something that was so clever.
Okay.
Right. I went for Courtney Cox and Jennifer Aniston because like we were like those characters. Like
I put Blake Lively and Leighton Meester.
Oh, that's kind of the same sort of
we both used to love Gossip Girl. We always said like I'm Selena and you're Blake, and that's good actually as well. That's another good one.
Damn.
I was really hoping we'd said the same thing for that because I thought that'd be a good one.
Yeah. Oh,
we always said like I was Blake and you were no, I was Selena. You were.
Well, I thought the same thing about them, like Courtney Cox, like clean freak, like over organised and stuff, and then you're like, oh my god. Okay.
What is Joanna or Claire most scared of?
Okay, so I put like 2 things each, like one kind of horsey and one non-horsey.
Oh, I just put 1 thing each.
Okay, if it's 1 thing each, then I'm gonna go for you spider crabs, for me ketchup.
Yeah. I told them about telling me that there was going to be a spider crab parade at the aquarium in Lisbon. Okay.
Oh my god.
We're matched. We've got like the same amount of
That's cute.
things. I think we might have put a different answer for this one.
Yeah, right. Who's more confrontational? I put you.
I put you.
Yeah,
but I think I put you because you just say what's on your mind all the time. Like if I said like I want to do this, you'd be like, that's stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think
whereas I'd be like, go for it.
More people, I'm more like quiet. I just won't say something, but like I'd be annoyed about it.
Yeah.
So I've just went like, whereas like, I don't know, it's difficult.
We both don't really like confrontation, but you kind of say what's on your mind more than I do.
Oh,
like
I
you
know.
would just
I feel like
say
you like let it like boil up, and then you're like to someone like, what the hell? Like, is that all about sort of thing?
I think we're both quite similar, to be honest.
Okay, no points for that one.
Okay, I knew you were going to pick that.
Right, you go next.
What is one thing you do that annoys Joanna or Claire the most? What I do that annoys you the most is my organisation skills and my spur of the moment and buying random stuff and my crazy decisiveness.
Yeah, I'd already discussed impulsive decisions, so I didn't go for that. I went for like being like dramatic, like pretending you're like petrified of absolutely everything.
What?
Everything. Oh my god, conquered my worst fear in the world. You can't have a worst fear in every single thing.
I'm scared of spider crabs, I'm scared of jumping, and I'm scared of hacking on my own.
Right, I said like
That's
overly
it.
dramatic, like OTT, like...
Okay,
so no. For me, I couldn't think of anything. But what did you do for me?
I said one thing you do that annoys Joanna. I said my organisation skills annoy Joanna, and
what did I do that annoys you?
Oh, I'm confused now. I also wrote that I'm bad with money, it annoys her too.
Oh no, what's your one? Okay, so what did I do that annoys you?
Joanna takes life too seriously and annoys me.
Okay.
I'm always like, we could die tomorrow, and you're like, yes, but we also need to save every penny we have.
That's funny because I put not as impulsive.
Yeah. I'm like, let's just get this horse and we'll share it and it'll be amazing. And she's like, are you insane?
I literally said this in the video.
Yeah.
Just like not as like, I'll just be like, all right, okay, like, yeah, and then like, well, maybe do it, maybe not, but you're like, we need to do this right now, we need to go to Olympia tomorrow, let's buy train tickets. I'm like, maybe not.
I think I'm more fun to be around in that sense.
Oh,
this one's kind of confused me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your first thought about Joanna / Clare when you first met? For Clare, I thought fun, horsey, love.
Yep.
I was happy.
Wrote that.
And then for
I'm drawing a sketch.
Clare about me, I think she would have thought like, she's a bit weird and random, but like really fun, because then we started like spending like loads of time together, and like straight away was like,
I wrote that I thought Joanna was weird because she asked me if I had a horse, but she thought I was cool because I had a horse.
Okay.
That's the same thing, I think. Hey, we've not been tallying up the points.
Okay, so we've tallied up the points, and Claire's winning by 1 point so far.
Okay.
Right. What would Joanna / Clare end up in jail for? I was like, we wouldn't end up in jail. So it's difficult, but...
yeah, that's what I said. I said, like, you're away to be a police officer, you're not going to be in jail. Do you know what I mean?
So for Clare, I put dangerous driving.
Oh, great. I just put if anyone hurts our horses or dogs, we'll kill them.
Is that what you put? That was your answer for both?
Yeah.
I put stealing for me.
What?
I thought it had to be like legit reasons. What?
What are you gonna steal?
Money? Just like, who doesn't
Oh my
want,
gosh, you outed yourself. No, I just said the only reason that we would end up like killing somebody is if they hurt our pets, like our horses or dogs.
I said you were the bad driver, dangerous driving. Me, like, I like the nice things in life, so I'll just steal it. Okay, so last one.
At the end of it, I think you all knew I was kind of getting a bit strange with my answers, but I did go downstairs and draw a little picture. So I don't know if that helps kind of like decipher what I think you would be as an animal.
See, if you should know what I am as an animal.
Right, what am I?
Well, what am I?
A pig, cat, frog.
It should have just been a frog. You can't do that.
I can, and I will.
You don't get that point then.
Sorry. What would I be then?
What did you put for you?
Herbie.
Herbie?
What did you put for me?
Lion. What?
Why? I don't even eat meat or anything.
You don't need to eat yourself as a lion.
Lions, like, chase freaking antlers and stuff and eat them.
You're a Leo, that's a lion, isn't it?
What are you, Gemini? So you're a
No,
woman.
but I can do this.
Granted, you can. But I can't, like, do anything lion-y. Although my hair is very curly.
So you're a bit, like, aggressive like a lion. Oh, Claire wins quiz over. Right,
so it kind of deteriorated at the end with the pictures and
Claire's
stuff.
rubbish and is...
Well, I went downstairs and I thought about it and I thought, okay, frog. So I guess that was kind of after,
No,
but I couldn't change. Yeah, but no, I got downstairs and I thought frog. So so that's why I kind of like edited it into my answer. But I think that I got part of it, so I kind of got 2 points.
Anyway, Claire won by
2 points.
1 point?
The frog. Okay, a point.
That is not a point. You said pig, cat, frog. How is that? If I'd said 3 animals, then I probably would have got 1.
So I won by 1 1/3, and Joanna got that many. So it's kind of rubbish.
Oh,
Kind of rubbish, to be honest. I don't even think you got any of them right.
I got loads of them right. Are you insane?
Well, I think that my Blake Lively and Leighton Meester one was the best.
I thought mine was the best.
Yeah, no.
It was. So that's we've not watched Gossip Girl in God knows how long.
Irrelevant.
We watched Friends.
Oh! Oh!
She's got ink on her duvet. Claire, how is that bothering you? When
Because
you've got,
that
like,
won't come
your
out.
stains
That's
of
Herbie's
gunk there?
butt, but that it won't come out. These are new from TK
Why is
Maxx.
Herbie's butt stained your sheets? So, we hope that was somewhat enjoyable. It probably wasn't, but, you know, it was for us.
I appreciate the effort that Cameron's put into, like, making the colours all different. That's quite good too.
That must have taken a wee while, eh?
A wee while, yeah.
Letter.
Thank you very much for organising, and we hope that you enjoyed our little Mrs. and Mrs. quiz.
Yeah, it was really fun. And I liked all the, like, stupid questions and that.
I know, and I liked my drawing the best, I think.
Yeah. That's not a thing, but whatever.
I like that.
Anyway, we have 1 more vlog to go for Vlogmas, and that's Claire's lovely fun trip to Olympia, which she's not taking me on, which kind of shows that she's a crap friend.
I can't just take you. You don't like my decisiveness, but I would buy you a ticket and you'd be like, what are you on about? I'm not coming.
Why would I do that? I'm not coming because I'm working. You know, people have lives. Not everything's impulsive.
Boring people.
Okay, so, yeah, 1 more vlog to go, and then it's Christmas. So, thank you so much again for watching. We love you all. Bye.